Hello. Oh, oh God, how depressing. Oh God. It's absolutely lashing outside. It's raining cats and dogs. Oh God, it's so grey, bleak. And you'll hear the passing of traffic. And the traffic is noisier when it rains because sound, it travels better in water. It's quite, oh God, it's quite depressing. It's quite depressing. Oh God, I want to talk to you about something that I came across. It relates to Brooklyn Beckham, a celebrity, and I think it's important to talk about celebrities now and then because um, they are important whether you like them or not. And this case that I came across is quite emotional, quite cutting, quite deep, and I think it's worth talking about. I'm going to go on to X, or Twitter as it used to be called. I preferred Twitter myself. I think X is just absolutely stupid name. But anyway, I'm not going to get caught up about that. I'm trying to not be dwelling on the past. By the way, I once got kicked off Twitter. Oh God, it broke me heart. Oh, oh God. Oh, I don't want to think about it. Oh dear. Oh God. All right, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll read out. I'll read out the bit. People are getting on to be here in the live chat. So I didn't want to delve too deeply into this. I just wanted the nuts and bolts of it, and X is the place to go because they can summarise things, and they also offer little provisos. And underneath this little article, this wee article, they've put this story is a summary of posts on X and may evolve over time. Grok can make mistakes. Verify its outputs. So there you go now. And it was updated a quarter of an hour ago, give or take. So I'm going to read through the little article and I'll stop to add my 2 pennies and then ask you what you think about it. And maybe there's some sort of consensus we can reach here. And, you know, maybe someone like me, you know, making this podcast about the Beckhams will in some way help the healing of the Beckham family. It will help all parties concerned to come together and become friends again, I suppose. So I think I'm doing good work here by recording this. And maybe if the Beckhams don't see this podcast, maybe they might not see it straight away, but in the future one of them could come across it and it could be the catalyst for a healing process to take place. Yeah, I just say that David Beckham in the 90s was quite famous. He played for Manchester United, and he was quite popular. He was a good-looking fella, quite handsome. I had a poster of him in my bedroom at the time, and we used to get Brill cream and put Brill cream in our hair because we wanted to look like Becks. And he married a pop idol. She was in the Spice Girls, Posh Spice, Victoria Beckham, but she wasn't Beckham then. She was someone else. She changed her name to Beckham when she married David Beckham. Which is it's a normal way to do things. I don't like the idea of women, not changing their name to the patriarchal name. I don't like that at all. I think it's troubling, to say the least. But here's the article. Brooklyn Beckham accuses parents of wedding sabotage and family control. That's the headline. Quote, the 26-year-old son of David and Victoria Beckham went public on January 19 when claims that his parents prioritised brand Beckham over family support, including cancelling Victoria's wedding dress designed for Nicola, calling him evil over seating choices, and dancing inappropriately during his first dance at their 2022 Palm Beach ceremony. Alright, unquote. Is that Victoria was dancing inappropriately, try to get the word out, inappropriately with her own son? Well, that wouldn't be nice. That would be quite embarrassing. I think it would be quite embarrassing if you had to dance with your mum on the dance floor and she's dancing inappropriately with you. You know, it sort of would give off incestuous vibes. But let's continue with the wee article. Quote, he described further tensions like family snubs towards Nicola, online attacks from brothers and exclusion from events, saying he's found peace by stepping away after blocking them last December and renewing vows without them in 2025. Insiders back his every word as true, with no response yet from David or Victoria, while online views split between sympathy for his breakup from control and criticism as an ungrateful Nepo baby, unquote. So there you have it. It's it's heartbreaking to hear this, that the family's been split up. You know, if we're going by all this online activity, and you know, it's devastating, really, and I do hope that this podcast can help in a way to bring them back together and, you know, become a family again. I want to speak in general terms because, you know, I saw their brand Beckham. Like, I was just thinking in general terms. Imagine if you were born into a celebrity family, and, you know, all your childhood is recorded. They're recording, you know, they're recording you on the cameras, and they're getting you to say things, and they're getting you to promote products and services, and you know, you're only a wee fella, and you don't know what the products are or the services are. You don't really realise that you're being exploited, and you know, when your daddy picks you up and hugs you, he's looking at the camera, he's not looking at you, and when your mammy is, you know, telling you you're a good boy, she's looking at the camera and smiling and hoping that will increase her shareholder wealth. I think that would lead to a very unhinged individual growing up, someone who could do, you know, terrible things in society because they would feel that mummy and daddy never loved them, you know, and I don't know, it's very strange, but I don't like the idea that your childhood is now real. You're really just a spokesby for multinational corporations. You know, it's just very, very hurtful to think about it. I'd now like to live my life like that. I'd like to be able to do, you know, just to live naturally and not have to promote things all the time, and, you know, have an authentic existence. I think that's what we're all after. We want to live, you know, the authentic life and not get caught up in material things. You know, we would like more spiritual things, you know, and alright, 1 second, mods, get rid of that guy. He's bringing up the Lady of Carrot podcast. He's saying bad things about me. Get him off. Get rid of him, mods. Get rid of him. I don't want him in here. I want to sweep that episode under the carpet and move on. I don't want to think about it. Because if I start thinking about it, I could have an emotional breakdown. I was made look ridiculous by a woman. For those of you not in the loop, there was a woman I thought that was dead, and I was hoping to capitalise on her death and make you know, 1,500 quid. But it turned out that she came on to the show to say she was alive, and then you know, I looked like an absolute fool. It was horrible for me, absolutely horrible. You know, she should have just. People were sending comments after, you know, after the video was put up. You know, they were saying that she was suffering from main character syndrome. That she should have just kept her mouth shut and pretended she was dead, so that I could have looked good by promoting her as someone who was once alive. You know, I could have done quite well, and it would have made me look very nice, very saintly, talking about people who were no longer around. But unfortunately, she was still around, and I guess the stream didn't go well. And egg on my face. as it were. But anyway, getting back to, imagine, like, it's very strange to think that you could be living in the Truman Show. Unbeknownst to you, you're promoting products and services and trying to increase your wealth every second of the day. All right, I'm going to end this podcast now. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is Brooklyn Beckham, is he right to do what he's doing? Should the young fella, put away his pride and knuckle under and help the Beckhams? Let me know what you think. By the way, I've just launched a Money coin. It's I'm hoping that it'll be the new Bitcoin, and you can buy it off me, and it's not too expensive yet, so you'll be getting in on the ground floor. But it's been launched. I thought to myself there a few nights ago, if Donald Trump can launch his own coin, why can't Millennial Moans? So the money coin is out there. Links are in the description, or maybe they won't be. And I'd also like to say that the Millennial Moans dressing gown and slippers, let me just push them here in front of the camera so you can see them. They're now in the online shop, so you can get your official Millennial Moans dressing gown. It's black, black as the devil's heart, and the slippers are also black. Kind of going for the whole goth vibe there. Quite depressing. Oh God, quite depressing, but lucratively depressing, as we say here in the business. All right, I'll leave it there.